See, the thing is, the story, you could say I served my time, you know? You know? Like, it would just be Steve from Blue's Clues became a coke addict. Like, come on. I was always waiting for him to open a letter and to have anthrax come out of it.
All these really fucking suck. They're really, really bad. Every single one of them. Doctor, doctor, I feel like a goat. How long have you felt like that? Since I was a kid.
Oh my god.
Like, that's so bad. That is so bad.
Fucking kill me. Oh, there's an interesting question. Grant Ryan, what were some of your best college experiences and worst college experiences?
I don't know if I'm legally able to talk about that.
Yeah. Let's see here. Oh god.
How PG-13 are we going here? Because, what? Are you humping the ground? What the fuck?
How much do we want the internet to know about this, Ryan?
No, we're not. I think I know what story you're gonna tell.
I think you know.
I don't think that they're ready for it.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
So here, let me make it up this ramp first.
Okay, make it up the ramp first.
Oh, so close. Okay, we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it.
Yeah, we'll do it.
See, the thing is, the story, I already... You could say I served my time. You know? You know?
I cannot tell this story.
It's so embarrassing.
This is not my story to tell.
It's so embarrassing. Okay.
This is not my story to tell.
Okay. So, in college, I may or may not have gotten arrested.
This is all a hypothetical story.
It could have happened.
That could have happened.
I don't know.
But it might not have happened to Grant, but maybe it did.
Maybe it did. Maybe I got arrested. I don't know. And then well, you can do it. What are you in Venice now? This reminds me of Venice. I'm just procrastinating because the story is embarrassing. Basically, all right, I'm just gonna tell it. I'm gonna stop being a bitch.
Be a man, Grant.
Cause yeah, you like I already went to jail, so it's not really. I did my time, and that's fine. So I was 20 at the time, and
I did it!
Oh, dude, nice. Yeah, so I was 20 at the time, and I went into college as a film major, and I was trying for 2 years to transfer into being a computer science major. And finally, over the summer, I managed to, I got word that I was now in the computer science program at UC Santa Barbara. And I was like, yes, I did it. I'm a comp sci major. And we had also just gotten back from a trip to Yosemite, which was like the best trip ever. It was me, Ryan, and two of our friends, including
oh my God, that was
an Australian exchange student who was living with us, and it was like the best trip ever. So we were just like, fuck it, we're gonna go out and party and have a good time. And so
we did.
And we did, at least I did for a while. And so what happened was, it was actually like super dumb. So we lived in Isla Vista, which is this college town in Santa Barbara. It's
no shenanigans happens ever.
Yeah, and it's 1 square mile of just college students. It's super densely populated, and it's just a huge clusterfuck, but also really fun. So, what is this music?
I'm not even listening.
And
I'll put my headphones on.
So, we were on the main drag. There's this street called DP, Del Playa, and it's like where most of the biggest parties happen usually. It's right on the beach, and it's just a good time. So
I can't believe we would party on the beach. Like, how crazy is that?
Yeah.
Like, we were so fucking spoiled.
I know. We never lived on the beach or anything, but like we would go to the occasional house party on the beach
and stuff.
And so I was just we were all walking around on DP, and this party had just kind of like spilled over into the street. And I was just kind of milling around, and this girl handed me a Four Loko. She just kind of like shoved it in my face, and I was pretty drunk.
Yeah, she did.
So I didn't like think about it. I just kind of grabbed it and took a sip, and then I realized immediately, oh my God, I have a drink in my hand and I'm on the street. So
to give context, in California, there is a no drinking in public law. You can drink if you're on your property, but you cannot drink outside of your property. So on public streets, in public parks, you're not allowed to drink alcohol, have open containers of alcohol. Sorry, I felt like I needed to say that.
Sure. So yeah, I realized immediately what I was doing was super dumb. So I just went to set it down and hope someone else would just pick it up like an idiot. But as soon as I did, this cop just came out of nowhere and grabbed my arm and was like, "Pick up that can." And I was like, "Oh, it's not my can." And pick it up. Like, "Oh, it's not mine." And then he just shoved me against a car, handcuffed me, and put me in the van.
And that's how the porno started.
And that's how it got hot. But yeah, the best part of the story is probably actually after I got to jail. So it was just like I was in a drunk tank, and it was terrible. At first it was fine. So they put me in this drunk tank, and the cop was actually pretty nice who drove me there. But for the first like hour and a half, I was just talking to this dude. It was just me and him in there. And he was telling me about the American-Chinese debt crisis, and it was like, okay, whatever. This is fine.
I'm hammered, dude. You think I care?
But then more people started coming in, and more people started coming in, and more people started coming in, and by the time midnight rolled around, there was like 30 dudes just all in this super tiny room, and there was a toilet and like a sink and a urinal just kind of in the cell at the end of it, and it was like, God, it was such a small room. And there was literally 30. I counted them. No more, no less.
Sounds hot.
Yeah, and this one guy just like puked on the floor. He just puked in front of him. Like, it was basically next to me. No one cleaned it up for the whole night, so the whole place just smelled like puke the whole time. And then this guy had to take a shit, so he went to the toilet and took a shit, but all the toilet paper had fallen into this puddle of water on the floor, so there was no toilet paper. And then the guy who puked was wearing this white, like just this white button down. And the guy who took a shit was like, "Hey, does anyone have anything that I could use for toilet paper?" And the guy who puked was like, "Oh yeah, here, use this." And he just throws him his white button down, and the guy wipes his ass with the shirt. And so it's just covered in shit. And then he doesn't know what to do with it, so he just threw it into the pile of vomit. And there was no ventilation in this room. The only ventilation was this little slit in the door. And so it was, I think I was in there for another 12 hours of just puke and shit and 30 sweaty dudes.
Sounds hot.
And God, what else? And then I don't know, that was like the main gross factor, but then there was just like some idiots in there. Like there's this guy who he kept like yelling at the cops when he was in there. He's like, "Do you know who my dad is? My dad owns every hospital in Goleta," which is actually like the town where we were in, not Santa Barbara, but Goleta. "My dad owns every hospital in Goleta. This is gonna fuck you up. I know my rights. I know my rights." And he just kept banging on the door. And eventually the cops took him somewhere. I don't even know where they took this guy. And then we just kind of, I don't know, I just kind of like sat there for 12 hours, just sitting there. I'd like, what else are you gonna do? And yeah, that was basically it. I just sat there for 12 hours, and this was so long ago I don't remember all the details. But that was basically it. It was mostly the shit and vomit that got to me. By the time I got out, I was like slightly traumatized, because it would have been fine to just be in a room, but the fact it smelled so terribly and there was no ventilation, it was rough. It was rough.
And it was really funny because he was out with our Australian roommate Charlie, and I was with a couple of our other roommates. I was with Evan and Kevin, and Charlie gets home and he's like, "Oi, mate, Grant's in jail." And then we're just sitting there just like, what the fuck did you do? And then like we tried calling you, but your phone went straight to voicemail, and then he's like, "Yeah, man, I don't know, Grant's in jail."
Yeah, I mean, that story was significantly less metal than I expected. I mean, I told you, it was just embarrassing. It wasn't interesting. Besides, I don't know, the shit and vomit was kind of funny. But besides that, that was about it. But yeah, I don't know. Basically, that shit happens all the time in the town that we went to college in. So, oh wow. That guy really flew.
Yeah.
So yeah, there you go, kids. That was the story of Grant getting arrested. And then I told my parents and they thought it was funny. I didn't really care. They were just like, oh, that's stupid. Yeah. In retrospect, I should have just picked up the can, but, that's funny. I'm like the last person I would expect to ever get arrested, but it happened.
I'm just glad I haven't.
Yeah, it wasn't a great experience, I have to say. I'm like, kind of glad it happened in retrospect, because it's a funny story.
Yeah.
And, like, nothing really bad came from it. Like, there was a fine, and that sucked, but, I don't know.
Could have been worse.
Like, I got my record expunged, so it's not like I had it on my record, really. Like, if I was trying to get a job with the FBI or something, I think it could have screwed me, but I'm not really,
So, Grant, that Four Loko.
Boy Scout anyway, so.
About that Four Loko.
Tell us about the time you drank a Four Loko. It's like, so close.
Oh, how do I do this? Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go.
Oh!
Come on.
Lick it.
Lick it.
Lick it.
No! 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 Get back in the corner, Steve.
Dude, you can't stop him from partying. He's a party animal.
That's why he left Blue's Clues.
Yep.
Too much cocaine.
I think it's funny that was a rumor. That he became a drug addict
after that. Is it a rumor
that.
if it's true, though?
I don't think it's true.
I don't think so either.
It'd be too perfect to be true, you know?
Yeah.
Like, not that I would wish anyone to get addicted to coke or anything, but, like, it would just be Steve from Blue's Clues became a coke addict. Like, come on.
But it's so, like, everybody's just like, okay, yeah, he did. I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I wonder what he did wind up doing after that.
Meth.
Maybe, just meth.
Just meth.
It wasn't
coke was too
meth.
easy. Fuck. I missed
don't
it.
even know what happened there. There you go. There you go. No! Oh, you got it.
I got it.
Dude. You got it. Dude, you are a baller.
So what do I do now?
Just hang out. Try to get in it. That's your next goal.
Okay. Oh.
He doesn't have a helmet on or a jumpsuit. He's just chilling.
I just want to meet Blue.
What was the name of Steve's
there we
chair?
go.
Oh.
There we go.
Oh.
In the passenger seat.
Dude.
In the passenger seat. Okay.
Here's the mail, it never fails, it makes me want to wag my tail. Da-da-da, mail! I was always waiting for him to open a letter and to have anthrax come out of it.
Cut the cameras! Cut the cameras! Cut the cameras! This is what happens when you let a man stream who drinks gin and tonics.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. Don't fight.
Whoa. This goat sucks. Oh, no. No. No, you think you can beat me? I am the superior goat. No. No. Oh, wow.
Get back in. Win the fight.
Fighting over
For
bitch.
Treesicle.
Fighting
For
over
Treesicle.
bitch. That's right.
Round 2.
I still don't know why I didn't... Oh, wow.
Go back in. Show that goat who's boss.
What? 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 Oh no. Did I lose? Doesn't even say who won. Oh, what? What?
Oh my lord. Just like spam the chat. Move that link up a lot. Hey, you got Alexander go. Holy shit.
Yeah, he's a bitch.
You're huge. You're
whoa.
huge.
Dude. I'm swole now.
You're so swole.
Yeah.
With the blood of your enemies, you have grown large.
So is this...
It's Trucker Buff Grant Goat.
Yeah. Aha! Take that, Stonehenge.
Oh, whoa.
Crash the goat henge.
Oh.
Ho ho!
And it's good!
And it's good.
Thanks for hanging out, everybody. We love you all, and we'll see you guys tomorrow at 3 p.m. Pacific time. Twitch.tv/. Well, they obviously know that because they're here. But 3 p.m. tomorrow. Toodles, my noodles.